We arrived to Marigot Bay last week, the capital of French Saint Martin, where we checked in and dined on the first cheese that we were able to afford in months. This week, we continue to be well fed as we check out what Saint Martin has to offer for local sites both above and below the water.
So we're hunting down the mysterious monitor lizards.
It's not always fun and games here on 106. We have a chore day to do today. So we have been going country to country and city to city saying there's definitely going to be a laundromat there. Oh, we'll just stop in the next town, we'll find one there. And even in St. Martin where there is laundry available, it's 12 euros a load, and we have a few loads now that we're almost running out of clothes. So we just can't afford that. So instead we've got the laundry lady and the laundry man on board, and we're running quite a complex operation. After our chores were done, we let ourselves explore the town of Marigot, and the first place that our eyes were drawn to was the fort on the hill overlooking the Marigot Bay anchorage. This historical fort, dating back to the 1700s, enabled the town of Marigot to thrive by offering protection using cannons and a high vantage point, something much needed after its long history of being vulnerable to British privateers and pirate attacks. The island itself, split between the French side in the north and the Dutch side to the south, was fabled to be divided in the most amicable way possible. Instead of fighting for territory on the island, they had a Frenchman with a bottle of wine in hand walk in one direction, and a Dutchman with his gin come from the other direction. Where they met became the border, and the explanation for the difference in the size of the territories is due to the strength of the gin slowing the Dutchman down. In St. Martin, there were many small pleasures to enjoy. Whether our first breakfast out in the 9 months since we had left Australia, or generally just being creative in the galley with the affordable fresh veggies and groceries in the shops. But we were eager to keep exploring, so stocked with good food, we left to explore the rest of the island, starting with some snorkeling at Grand Case in the north, and wandering the beaches of Pinel in the east, in search of the local iguanas that everyone talks about.
We're going for a snorkel adventure.
Forget the past, we'll be
Crowley! Oh no! Somebody took our boat! It's not our boat, it's a super yacht.
So here in Pinel is where we're supposed to find the mythical gigantic monitor lizards that come and swim out to your boat, and you can pet them and you can watch them dig holes and bury their eggs just on the beach. And so far we've seen two, both of which look like they were pets, and they sit at a restaurant, and that's it. We haven't seen any more. That's all we've seen. So we're going to try and walk around. And I got my apple.
Don't eat your apple, you're gonna not have any left when you find the lizard.
Yeah, but the trek is so long that I'm getting hungry.
I said you will.
I fed you. I made lunch.
Yeah, that's true.
We found another beach. This could be the one.
But the lizards did not want to be found, so we made our way back to the tourist beach. A busy place during the day, but deserted for sunset and waiting to be enjoyed with a bottle of cheap wine from the Dominican Republic. The next morning, we returned to Marigot Bay to check out and say goodbye to our new friends, the family aboard SV Rome, and our catamaran neighbors on Catching Up and Maxine, before we prepare to depart for our next most anticipated adventure.
We're planning on heading off to Saba tomorrow morning, bright and early. It's about 30 miles and we need to get there in the morning to check in. So yeah, we are going to leave here, get up probably around, well, the plan is 4:30, but who knows how that's going to go. So we should be there by around 12 o'clock, I think. If we could get there a little earlier, that'd be ideal. Just because we've got so much running around to do by the time you check in, and I hear everyone shuts for lunch from 12 till 2, and then you just don't know whether they're going to open again. So we'll just see what we find. Once we're there, we'll be a little bit more relaxed, head for a scuba dive, and then some beautiful hiking around Saba. We're really looking forward to the tropical rainforest and the hiking, so let's see what we find. Just enjoyed the sunset and I'm about to head down and make some dinner. Kelly's working hard. I'm going to make a delicious meal. Hey Cal.
Yeah.
I just called it a delicious meal.
Yes.
It's dal. I'm making dal. Usually Kelly cooks it, but I'm just making a little easy dish, hopefully as good as Kelly makes it, and then we can have an early night's sleep and get up bright and early ready to face the day. Kelly's really distracted. Excellent. It's very, very easy. It's only 2 cups of lentils, 2 tins of coconut milk, 2 chopped tomatoes. Calls for 3 garlic cloves, but I say you can never have too much garlic, so I've gone with 5. Some cumin, curry powder and paprika, and then just salt and pepper. And you just bung it on the oven, heat her up. Once she's done, stick the leftovers in the fridge and you got meals for days. And it does fill you up really quick. Put it on some rice and it's absolutely delicious. Literally says start by putting all of your ingredients into a pot, bring to a boil, and then reduce to a simmer.
Stay tuned for next week as we leave for the Dutch territory of Saba, the island that we both agree is our favorite Caribbean island so far, thanks to its amazing hiking and stunning scuba diving.
Did you ever hear